Hey folks, got a 2018 Jeep Compass here. Customer complaint is a noise underneath the car as you're going over bumps. It's pretty loud. I'm gonna see if I can film it for you and hopefully you can hear it. I'm gonna hold you underneath near the floor. Okay? Hopefully you'll be able to hear the noise. Let's go down the street. Let's try it again. Listen carefully. Hang a U-turn here. All right, let's try it again. Hopefully you hear the noise. Pretty loud, right? All right, let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. Most likely, to me, it's usually the sway bar links. That's what makes that noise when you're on the ground. I don't think it's a ball joint or anything like that, but let's go check it out. All right, here we are. Put it up on a little lift that I have. Front end is good. Suspension, ball joints, struts, you name it, it's all good. Remember I told you that I know it's most likely the sway bar link. Okay. Usually when you check a sway bar link, you check it on the ground and you're able to wiggle the sway bar link if it's really bad. But I noticed in this particular brand, this Jeep, it's plastic. Sway bar link is right here. This is made out of plastic. So there's a little ball in here that moves around in this little ball socket over here, almost like your shoulder. All right, this is going to be moved around just like that. Okay, that's supposed to be greased. This is, I guess, factory sealed with grease. They do go bad after a while. You should be able to grab it and not move it, just like you do with a tie rod end. Okay, tie rod end, you go up and down with it. It's not supposed to move. It can wiggle this way because it's a ball, remember? So what I usually do with this is I usually take my pry bar, big screwdriver, and I stick it between here and the sway bar. Okay, and the joint itself, which is this piece here, should not move. Okay, if it comes out of the socket, or it starts to come out of the socket, then it's bad. Okay, did you see that? Yeah, watch, I can see it. Just a little bit of a wiggle, and you can see that little. I think the bar is in the way for you guys, but just watch it right down here. See that? It's not supposed to move. Matter of fact, if I get it in there good enough, I can actually pop it out of the socket. See that? I can actually pop it out of the socket and then it won't come out. But let me see, try and get around the camera view for you guys. All right, let's try it this way. I know what, 2 screwdrivers. Let's do it this way. 2 screwdrivers. Get a little bit more of a angle in there for you guys. so you can see the joint here, sway bar link here, is no good. Can you see it? It's hard to see. Try a different way. Just trying to get to show you guys on film. All right, do you see that play that was in there? See how much moved? So I can get it back out again. Trying to go around without you messing up this camera. Look at that. See how much that flexed? Let's see if I can push it back in now. So there's your problem right there. There's your noise. Okay? It's popped out of the joint. So what happens is that when you go over bumps, this is bouncing around up and down just like that, and that's where your little noise is. All right, so we're gonna go to the store and we're gonna replace that joint. It comes with the top piece, one big bar. It's about 35 bucks at the local store. All right, so to get to those sway bar links, of course you got to pull the tire, okay? And what you need is you need a T40, Torx 40, 18 millimeter for the nut. Okay, this one's kind of easy. You get a little air gun or a electric impact gun and try to spin it, but the whole ball and everything spins. So you're gonna definitely need a T40 and an 18 millimeter wrench. Ratchet and wrench would be great. I got the straight ratchet and wrench. The one that bends a little bit would be even better. But check out the one on the bottom. It's on the inside. So the problem with that one is that the control arm is in the way. So you could put the T40 in there, you see, like I did there, but I can't get a ratchet back there. So what I did was I used a little breaker bar. So I'm gonna have to hold that centerpiece with the breaker bar, use the ratcheting wrench to spin it off. Because the ratchet will be too fat in there and you can't get into that, because it goes on an angle straight down into the control arm. All right, so let me set you up here, see if I can ratchet it off without knocking you guys off this tripod. Okay, there you go. Set you up like that. Gonna hear some noises. We're gonna try to ratchet the nut off while holding this T40. Okay, I've done worse ones. This one spins off pretty decent. Some of you have to cut it. Some people torch them. Sawzall can cut them. Hard part is catching the ball with a vice grip. It's working its way. You can see, just lost my socket. Time out, folks. All right, back on track. I'm gonna put it this way now. It's a little easier since it's flexible. I can actually bend the ratchet up a little higher or the breaker bar. But same thing, back and forth. I think we got it there, people. It spins freely. I can feel the ball still spinning. Put a little tension on it, I'm pulling on it. Voila. All right, there it is, it's out. Now I want to get the one on the top. Let's readjust, you guys. All right, let's go with the top. I'd use a ratchet for the top. Use a ratchet, you could do it the opposite way. You can hold it with a regular wrench and ratchet this piece off. me think. See it coming out. Come on. There it is, people. It's out. Okay, we gotta lighted this. I wonder why that kind of junk. All right. Waiting for the order for AutoZone. Once it comes in, we're gonna change them. Okay, so let's dissect that little ball over there and see what it looks like. All right, so here's that bar out. The bad ones are usually the ones that you could pull it out with your bare hands right out of the socket. Let's see if I can do this. Grab it without getting too dirty. There you go. All right, just like that. You shouldn't be able to grab it and pop it out. So in the joint, it was probably bopping up and down and making all kinds of noise. And the noise transfers all the way through the sway bar, up into the chassis, and up into where you are. Okay? Let's see here. What's this? Oh no, that's just the nut. All right, so we're gonna replace it. We got right here, Duralast from AutoZone, SL750795. That's what it looks like. Comes with new nuts. I'm gonna bolt it right in and tighten it up. So let's do it. All right, going back in is the easy part. Bottom one I already tightened up already, just the same way we took it out. Top is the same thing, except you know what they did? They changed this to an Allen. It's a 5mm Allen that you have to use instead of a Torx. I still kept the ratchet wrench. It's a lock nut. I'm going to ratchet it in so it tightens up. So tighten this up as far as it can go. I'm sure there's a Torx spec out there for it, but aftermarket stuff and it's plastic, not gonna make a difference. Okay, there you go. Dun, dun, dun. Try to get my Allen out. There you go. All right, solid, good to go. There's your noise. All right, very popular on Hyundais and Kias and Toyotas. Swaybar links, they give you that nice little clunking noise over bumps. All right, just gotta put the wheel on and you're good to go, people. Thanks for watching. Ciao. All right, folks, this is the road test after the fix of the swaybar link. All right, I only changed the one because I know the customer is a young kid and they might not have the money to do both sides. So there's nothing in the rule book that both sides have to be done. It's not like you're doing shocks or struts. So one sway bar link, and that's what we did. All right, so I'm gonna put you down here by my feet again. I'm gonna go down the same route, make the same U-turn. Ready? Here we go. First couple of bumps. You can hear the noise is gone. This will be another rattle here. All right, there you go. Just want to let you know it's all done. Let's go down over here. The little clunking noise is now gone. hang my U-turn here. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. All right. Quiet as a mouse. Customer will be happy. Doesn't sound like anything's falling off. Nothing rattling underneath. All right. That's it. That finishes off this clunking noise on the Jeep Compass. Over bumps. All right. Pulling into the driveway now. Thanks for watching, people. Ciao.